welcome back to Googie's Kitchen. My name's Alexis and today I want to show you how to make my black bean and sweet potato burgers. When I first made this recipe, I was really unsure about giving them to my husband and son. They can be quite fussy eaters, but they absolutely loved them. I was really surprised, but they really enjoyed them. And the last time I made this, I did make it with salad, but the weather was a bit warmer and it's a freezing cold day today, so I'm going to be making these with my homemade baked beans, and I will link that recipe in the description box below for you. I've done a video on it and there is a recipe on my blog as well, so I'll put both of those in the description box below. But today I'm just going to concentrate on making the burgers, and these are really simple and easy to make, so I thought I'd share the recipe with you. So here is how to make my black bean and sweet potato burgers. So the first thing I did was to preheat the oven to 180 degrees, and I've also been preheating the baking tray as well. So the baking tray is really nice and hot right now. And what I'm going to do is I've peeled and chopped about 800 grams of sweet potato, and I'm going to simply just put these into the base of the baking tray. And I'm going to like dry bake these now, so I'm not going to put any oil on these or anything. I'm going to put these into the oven now for about 25 to 30 minutes. The sweet potato has been in the oven for about 25 minutes, and as you can see, some of it started to go golden brown now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the oven off, and I'm going to put these on the side to cool for a little while now. So I left the sweet potato to cool until it's touchable. So I left it for probably a good 20 minutes. And now what I'm doing is just putting it into the bottom of a food processor. So this food processor is a Magimix. And it was very expensive, I have to say. This isn't an advert for Magimix before anybody jumps up and down. But it was a good investment. It has lasted me, and it has broken once. And I sent it back, and they sent it back to me within a couple of days. So I was really pleased with that. So I really like this company, and I really like their equipment as well. I think it's really good quality. So if you can afford to invest in one of these, if you're thinking about it, then I would. I seriously would. But anyway, on with the black bean and sweet potato burgers. So now I'm going to add in 2 tins of 400 gram black beans that I've drained and rinsed in the sink. And then I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of tamari. Tamari is soya sauce, but it's soya sauce without the gluten in. So this is fermented soybeans that haven't got any gluten in. And I eat this because I'm actually gluten intolerant, for those of you that don't know. So this is the best one I've found. And I buy this in my local supermarket as well. So yeah, it's in like the Asian section, or it can sometimes be in the gluten-free section as well. And then I have some tahini as well, which I'm going to add. So I'm going to add 2 big tablespoons of tahini to this. And this acts like a glue. It kind of acts like an egg, and it glues all of this together. So yeah, and tahini is basically ground up sesame seeds. And the one I like to use is the light one. It's just a bit tastier than the dark one, I find. And then I'm also going to add in 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. And this is just to give your burgers a bit of flavour. That's all. Just going to tap all that off. And now, finally, I'm going to add in, if I can open this, hang on a sec. Hold on, first time it's been opened. I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of dried mixed herbs as well. And again, this is to add a bit of flavour. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of salt and pepper as well. Pinch of salt and a bit of pepper went in there. And now I'm going to blend all of these ingredients together. So that's my mixture all blended together. You can have it as rough or as smooth as you like. You can even use a potato masher and just mash these ingredients together. I have 2 fussy eaters, so blending that is easier because then they don't really see what's in it. So that's why I blend mine. But now I'm going to go and make burgers with this. So again, I'm going to preheat my oven to 180 degrees. As I said, I'm now going to make these into burgers, and I'm going to try and divide this into 5 burgers. So Howard and I are going to have leftovers from this. So 5 burgers is like 4 portions, and then a little one for Ted. So I have done a bit of extra sweet potato for him. So I'm going to now try to divide this into 5, but the recipe is actually for 4. And as I mentioned earlier, the recipe is on my blog, Googie's Kitchen Life, and there are loads of other free recipes on there as well. It doesn't cost you anything to go there, and there's lots of recipes just like this one. There's lots of meat recipes and dessert recipes, flapjack recipes, there's everything on there. There's over 600 recipes on my blog at the moment, so if you want to go and check it out, that would be brilliant. So I've nearly made 5 burgers out of this now, so I'm really pleased. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these back into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, I'd say, just until they go golden brown. So I've just turned the oven off, and I've checked the black bean and sweet potato burgers, and they look perfect now. They're a lovely golden brown colour, as you can see. So I'm going to serve these with some beans now. So that's how you make my black bean and sweet potato burgers. And as I mentioned earlier, we are going to be having these with some homemade baked beans. So the baked bean and the burgers recipe I will link in the description box below for you. And as I mentioned earlier, they're both on my blog, Googie'sKitchenLife.com as well. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.